So Arthur Edward Waite, one of the founding members of one of the orders of the Golden Dawn, is responsible for one of the most widely known versions of the tarot. It's the Rider-Waite deck. The Golden Dawn emphasized the archetypal symbolism of the major arcana, the 22 numbered cards, and the New Age now possesses hundreds of variations on the original deck, but the symbolism of Waite's deck is quite clear, and many other tarot decks become theme or art-based and have their own unique symbolisms and interpretations of the mysteries. Most students and mentors in the Golden Dawn system will recommend the learning on Waite's deck, and then eventually shifting over to Crowley's Thoth deck. The tarot has been misconceived as a fortune-telling device. It's really a kind of a divinatory tool, divination being a mystical medium used to discern what cannot be known naturally. That's where we get the root word divine. To divine something like divination rods or whatnot, we present a question to an oracle, and we lay out a medium and a predetermined pattern, and then the symbolism of where they end up being placed will determine how the reading will be interpreted. Most people are often confused about tarot cards because it's a constant symbol of occultism throughout the years, and as a result, there's a lot of misinformation. The cards have been equated with, devil worship, and in all truth, the tarot is nothing more than ink on cardboard, but the perceived power that they have is given to you by the operator. They represent something, and it's what they represent that is significant. Some diviners are very serious about their cards. They don't allow anyone else to see them or touch them. The decks are wrapped up in black silk or velvet when not in use, so that they are protected from negative energies and the energies of others. On the other hand, like me, I've sometimes rubber banded them and put them on a bookshelf, or just kept them in a box, but it's good to keep them protected. One of the biggest mistakes by novices treat an oracle like a gospel. Is really supposed to be a guiding tool to even just bring out your own intuitions. Significant things sometimes require more objective analysis, and as a tool, sometimes these cards could be used as a method of that. So I thought, just as a visual, we'd take a look of some alternate conventional decks. The first of which is the Witch's Tarot, and we also have the Alchemical Tarot and the Osho Zen Tarot. So, the Magician card from the Witch's Tarot shows the magician with the familiar infinity symbol above it, stood at the altar with the elemental tools thereupon. And he's dressed, in wizard attire. And then in the Alchemical Tarot, we have a little bit more hermetic of a depiction, with the elements depicted there but naturally, and he's holding the staff of Hermes. And then you can interpret in the Osho Zen Tarot what would be most likely the Magician card is the Master card, which is a picture of Osho. And then card number 1 shows a woman seated on a flower and basically existence in all the universe, at one with the universe, being the magician. Another card, number 9, the Seeker or Hermit, is a very common depiction in the Witch's Tarot. You can see it's the hermit standing up on a cliff with the lantern, all robed up, hermetically sealed. And in the Alchemical Tarot, we find a similar wizard with the Ouroboros serpent swallowing its own tail up on the top corner there, and again the lantern, and possibly a raven or a blackbird on his shoulder, we're not sure which from memory. And then in the Osho Zen Tarot, there is aloneness, solitude, again hermetic. And then finally we'll just look at card number 15 in the Witch's Tarot is called the Horned One. And the Horned One in the Wiccan tradition is significant of the antlered one or green man of the forest, and not necessarily the devil per se. And then there is the man and the woman there also. And we see a man and a woman in the Alchemical Tarot also. And there's the dragon and the winged ness below there, almost like the Eye of Sauron. But this card actually does depict it as the devil. And then in the Osho Zen Tarot, we have conditioning. So, different interpretations of the tarot system. And once you become familiar with the symbolism, really it's just to find a set that works well with you, and that you can work with, and that the symbolism is one-to-one with something that is of interest and intrigue and mystery.